Hi there, I'm Chelsea of Waxed by Chelsea at Artbox Salon, and I am making this video for you today to answer some of the questions that I always get about bikini waxing. Anytime I tell people that I do bikini waxes for a living, there's inevitably questions. So what I'm trying to do is to take all the questions that I usually get asked and put them in one spot. If I don't answer a question that you have, feel free to ask me that question on my Facebook page and I'll answer anything you might want to know. So here we go. Apologize if I look over a little bit. I've got a little cheat sheet here so that I don't lose my train of thought. So first of all, how can I get an appointment? Can I just walk in or should I call? The waxing services that I offer are available Wednesday nights from 4 to 9 p.m. So that's a really small window and I book up really fast. So I would suggest calling and booking ahead to guarantee a spot. Plan for an hour for your first visit if you're going to be getting a bikini waxing service. What are the benefits of waxing over shaving? Well, first of all, as you know, waxing is going to give you much longer lasting results. With shaving, you're really only completely smooth for maybe a day if you're lucky, but with waxing, those smooth results last for several weeks. You're also going to avoid the nasty razor bumps and rash that you get with shaving by waxing, and of course, you're going to get much more thorough results with waxing because when you shave, you just can't reach every nook and cranny by yourself. What sort of waxing services do you offer? I specialize in women's bikini waxing services. This is broken down into 3 different levels. The first level is a bikini wax. This is just taking the hair that falls outside of a bikini style underwear or swimsuit. The next level is what I call a Brazilian wax, which this is taking off all the hair front and back in the complete area, including the labia. Then the third level is that same thing, the Brazilian, but we're leaving a little landing strip or a design some people like to do a triangle above the labia on that top area. I also offer facial waxing services such as eyebrow, lip, chin, and even nose. Did you know you can wax the hair out of the inside of your nose? It's possible, and it doesn't really even hurt, I promise. We welcome men to come in for facial waxing services. Those nose waxes are so popular with my male clients. I can also wax that unibrow, hairy ears. Come and see me. I'll take care of you. Is it safe to get waxed? In the state of Wisconsin, as in most states, it's illegal to reuse wax sticks and applicators. Changing the stick between clients instead of for each dip is not only a filthy habit that spreads disease, it's also against the law. Each dip in the wax warmer should be done with a fresh new stick. And in our state, fresh disposable gloves should also be worn for waxing services. With me here, I always use fresh latex-free disposable gloves for every waxing service for your safety. I never double dip the waxing sticks as this transfers pathogens such as bacteria, fungi, and viruses to the warm wax pot, and it allows it to be passed to the next client when the next dip is taken. Waxing is very safe with the proper aftercare by the client and proper hygiene by the technician. How should I prepare myself before getting waxed? First of all, relax. You're in good hands. I've done 100 bikini waxes on all different types of women. I've seen it all. So take a deep breath. Be confident you can make it through. You want to avoid harsh soaps for 2 hours before waxing, and exfoliating your skin a few days beforehand is helpful. Avoid tanning for 24 hours or hot water, like hot showers, hot tubs, or hot baths for 8 hours before treatment. Don't apply any lotions or oils the day of the wax. A quick shower to clean up before waxing is appreciated. Some clients will take a pain reliever for an hour or so before their appointment, and we found that taking an antacid like Tums and a half hour before an appointment will lessen post-treatment redness too. How do I care for the area after I get waxed? You'll be given aftercare instructions with your first wax written down for you to take home. In general, the idea is to keep the area clean, cool, and dry for at least 8 hours, if not 24 hours after your waxing. Although the particulars will change based on what area and what type of service you have done, you can't go wrong with the following. After your body waxing service, go home and take a quick shower to remove any residue. Avoid sweaty activities for 8 to 24 hours, so no working out, long runs, anything like that. No tanning beds for 48 hours or you risk severe burns. Keep hands off. Don't rub the area. You can start exfoliating after 2 days. Don't wear compression clothing like Spanx, Under Armour, nylons, anything like that for 24 hours after waxing. Don't use harsh soaps. No chemical peels. No hot tubs, river, or lake swimming for 48 hours. You can use aloe vera, aquaphor, or any other soothing non-fragrance moisturizers to help with the healing process of the skin. The 3 keys to waxing success are keep it clean, keep it cool, and keep it dry. And if you have any questions or concerns after your wax, don't hesitate to get in touch with me immediately. How often should I get waxed? On average, most people will wax every 4 to 6 weeks. The amount of time will depend on many factors, but boils down to when all the hair reaches a quarter of a length on the repeat wax. The first wax, it is ideal to have hair slightly longer, about 1/3 of an inch long. It's difficult to get smooth results if the hair is not long enough because short hair doesn't get caught in the wax and it isn't removed by the root. This means you'll have a lot of stubble left over, and that means to get it out, I have to tweeze each hair individually out. Remember, it's better to be too long than too short. So the next question goes along with that. How long does my hair need to be to get a good wax? If you've been shaving the area regularly, you need to go not less than 2 full weeks from the last time you shaved. Even 3 weeks would probably be the best. It can never be too long for us to wax successfully, but it can definitely be too short. If you like to measure this sort of thing, again, like I said in the last question, about 1/3 of an inch is really needed for a clean removal of a virgin wax area. So meaning you've never been waxed before, or it's been a really, really long time since you've been waxed. For a repeat wax, so meaning your second, third, so on wax, 1/4 of an inch is usually okay. It'll take at least 4 weeks, if not longer, from your last wax to be ready again. So that's why we say 4 to 6 weeks between waxes. Will the waxing hurt? Yeah, I mean, you're pulling out the hair by the root. So it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to be tolerable. The first time you wax is always more uncomfortable than all the other waxes. After all, you've allowed those hairs to grow for years, and in some cases they can be extremely coarse. As you continue with the waxing treatments, you'll be more and more comfortable as we're dealing with newer, smaller hairs, and you'll be able to space them out a bit more. Removing hair directly from the follicle is never super comfortable, but if you can stand to remove a band-aid really quickly, you can do waxing just fine. Professional waxing is so fast, you'll be done before you know it, and really you'll be okay. And after the waxing is done, there's really no sensation. What should I wear? A few suggestions. Avoid wearing clothes that will fit tightly over the area to be waxed. This can cause rubbing, chafing, stuff that you just don't want. For women getting the bikini wax, you may choose to keep your underwear on, as I can work around them. For the Brazilian wax, the underwear comes off to avoid wax getting on it and to give better access to the skin. Many women choose to wear loose-fitting clothing such as yoga pants or sweats or a flowy skirt. Spanx, pantyhose, nylons, and other compression items are a bad idea to wear on waxing day. These type of items encourage skin issues after waxing and should be avoided for 24 hours after waxing. How long will it take? It really depends on how much hair you have. For your first bikini area wax, plan for an hour. First time waxes typically take longer than subsequent waxes because you have a lot less hair the next time around. In some cases, a Brazilian can be done as quick as 15 minutes on your follow-up. For facial waxing, most areas take about 15 minutes or less. What kind of wax do you use? There are 2 families of wax, strip wax and hard wax. Strip wax is the kind that you saw in the 40-year-old virgin. It's heated quite warm, applied as thinly as possible, and then a cloth or paper strip is applied over the area and rubbed or pressed to adhere to the wax, and then it is zipped off quickly. Its main advantages are speed and exfoliation since it removes the outer layer of skin. Strip wax should never be applied to an area reapply to an area, you get one shot and you're done, or you'd remove additional layers of skin. Since we don't want to remove layers of your skin when we're doing your bikini wax, here we use hard wax. Hard wax melts at just over body temperature, is spread on like frosting, firms up and turns opaque, and is peeled off looking like a flexible band-aid. Its advantages include low melt temperatures, so less burn risk. It can be reapplied to an area since it does not remove the skin, only the hair. It does not require any invasive rubbing or molding, and its shrink wrap nature allows it to grab hair beautifully. So, it's due to be that time of the month when my bikini wax is scheduled. Should I cancel? Life happens. And unfortunately, sometimes Mother Nature surprises us. While you might not be feeling so fresh, it doesn't impact my job in any way. Feel free to keep your appointment. I recommend using a tampon and tucking the string up, and we're fine. I feel like I'm super hairy. Can you help me? Absolutely. Remember, what is a lot of hair to you and what is a lot of hair to me and my professional experience are two different things. Trust me, you are not alone. I've helped hundreds of women get rid of their unwanted hair. No one has too much hair for me to deal with. How much does it cost? We've made every effort to keep our prices very competitive in Eau Claire. Getting the best possible service should not cost an arm and a leg. A full list of our services and prices is available on our Facebook page. Bikini waxes are $28, Brazilians are $52, Brazilians with a designer landing strip are $57, and facial waxing services range from $8 to $12. How can I make my treatment more comfortable? You can try the following suggestions to make your waxing experience more comfortable. Avoid caffeine or other stimulants for 6 to 10 hours before treatment. Don't drink alcohol prior to your treatment. Don't come in terribly hungover. Both make your wax hurt. Don't smoke 4 hours prior to your treatment. You might want to try taking a Tylenol, an Advil, Aleve, or aspirin 60 minutes before your treatment. Practice using deep breathing and other relaxation techniques. Remember, it will be over very quickly. Try taking an antacid like Tums or Rolaids 30 minutes before your treatment. It helps reduce redness really quick. Is there anyone you simply will not wax? Well, besides the fact that we only offer women's bikini waxing services here, there's a few other people that we will not wax. Waxing services are not recommended and will not be performed for those clients using or have used in the last 6 months Accutane or Retin-A products. If you've used these or similar products, please be aware that there's a very real risk of losing skin if you wax, as these products, by their nature, thin the skin. We are also unable to wax if you've tanned on the day of your waxing appointment or if you have a visible sunburn. We will not wax if you have certain medical conditions, non-intact healthy skin, or other unidentified skin lesions. While having to reschedule is an inconvenience, this is a serious matter and we deny services for your own safety. So, there you go. Questions and answers. Again, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask on the Facebook page. I will link everything down below. I will also have a transcript of these Q&As down below. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see a bunch of new faces in my office. Finding out the joys of bikini waxing it's great. So great. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.